Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor here. I hope you guys enjoy this video with some more great landscape lighting tips. To learn more about landscape lighting, go and check out our website at lightingdoctor.ca, or if you want to see what a real quality landscape light should look like, go and check out our Try It Before You Buy It offer, where you can get a premium quality fixture at a discounted rate with your very own battery pack, so you can go and test out how that light's going to look and feel what a real premium quality light should look like. So go and check us out at lightingdoctor.ca, or go watch more videos on YouTube just by searching for the Lighting Doctor. Hey Gregory, thanks for your email and reaching out. I like what you said about a minimalist design. I think you have a great property. I love the stonework that you have on the house, and I don't think you need to do a lot to really make it stand out. And keep in mind too that you can always add things down the road. I think there's some cool landscape things you can do around the property eventually, but I would probably do it in stages. And what I'm going to recommend is really focusing on the house first, because I guarantee you once you see how that looks, you're going to want to escalate the project to different areas. But I like the idea of let's make the house and around there pop first. So how I would do that, honestly, you are going to be pretty much just using accent lights. That's going to be your go-to light, which is nice. You can do more with this light and you get more bang for your buck than any other light, any other kit that we use. And the way I like accenting a house like this is really showing off the stonework. So what I would do is with that accent light that I just showed you, I would have two of those on this front kind of bay window area that are fairly close to the house. They only need to be about 18-24 inches back, because you really want them shining almost straight up so that they're really grazing the texture of all the nice stone that you have on your house. So I would have two of those, one here and one here. And then I would also do the same on this side, except I would kind of have them on this side, I would kind of have them under the windows. Because of the beam spread, it's still going to catch a lot of that stone. So I would do that on both sides. And then I would have another one that's out in front of this tree. So it's highlighting this tree, but not only is it doing that, it's shining through and it's going to catch this second story peak a little bit. What I might do with that one too, because I want to make sure that I'm getting light up to the second story and really taking advantage of that tree. And also because anytime you have a darker color structure and lighter ones, it's going to reflect light differently. So the darker surface is going to require more light, where you get more reflective light off the lighter colored surfaces like you have. So I'm going to say for the two on the side, you're going to want to use just a standard 20 watt equivalent one. And then for the one in the middle, that's where we just bump up the intensity a little bit, and we would upgrade it to like a 35 watt equivalent, which is just a little bit brighter. So it's going to do a better job of highlighting that tree, as well as creating some shadows and highlighting the second story peak here. The other thing I would do in this front entryway is I would try and highlight both of these pillars, and I'll just show you a couple examples of what this could look like. But I like highlighting those front pillars like that because it really helps highlight the entryway and the porch. That light kind of hits the top, and it's almost like you got extra soffit lights up there that you haven't had to put in there. So I am a big fan of doing that on those pillars. So I would use those standard accent lights and just have those shining up on those pillars. And then just a couple other examples I was going to show you. Also, just to give you an idea, and this is not the best example, because I think they could have used a brighter, higher intensity light in some of these areas because it's taller, but it just gives you example of why I want to use a slightly brighter one in that middle area where that tree is against the house. And then just, this is more similar to the kind of look you're going to get on the stone that's on your house. It just, you get a little bit more reflective light. And one thing to say is nighttime pictures, doesn't matter how good the photographer is, they never do it justice as to what it looks like during the day too. So I think it's going to look even better that. And then the other thing I'm going to talk about is actually using a gutter mount, which is this little bracket here that fits in the gutter that you can mount a couple of those accent lights on to really take advantage of the second story of the house. And what I would do is I would actually run some wire right up inside the eaves trough and the gutter, and then I would mount two of those lights, one here and one here, that catch this second story peak, we'll call it, because that's one thing that will really make it stand out. It's a little bit more work, but it's actually pretty easy, because you can just drop that wire right down in the eaves trough, or you can hide it behind. Either way, all the connections are waterproof, so they're fine to just do them right in there, and then mount those two lights here so it really catches that that second story peak. The other thing I would do, I would also, not only with those pillar lights, but I would probably try and get an accent light in here, and I would use that same light. The reason being This is a lower line shrub, but for two reasons. One, because this canopy is going to catch a lot of that light, what happens when you have foliage on it is it kind of makes it glow, which is a cool look. But then in the winter or the off season when there's not as much leaves on this, what it does is that light shines through these branches and it kind of creates some nice shadowing along the house. And I can't really tell from the picture how close this is, but you may want to, if you find that this is a dark area, I don't think you will, because if you're lighting these pillars, you're going to get some reflective light. But if you do find a dark, if you find this to be a dark corner, even after lighting this one, then you may want to throw one more accent light on this wall. But I would probably venture to say that with this lit up and the pillars, and especially if you do the second story peak, you have all these, I think that's going to do a really, really nice job of lighting the whole thing. And then so it is a little ways out. So yeah, I think you still definitely want to try and get that accent light kind of in here that kind of shines through like this. So it's not going to do a lot of shadowing, but it will get a little bit of light there. And you may have to throw another accent light on that section here, kind of at the base, that just lights up this wall. If you find it's a little dark, I would probably plan for that just based on how far this this tree is out here. You can do path lighting here. The only thing I say about that is just be very conservative with it. So for example, if you have an accent light here, you have one here, and you have one by this window, I probably wouldn't put more than, 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 path lights around the corner. I probably wouldn't do more than 5 or 6 path lights at the absolute most if you wanted to light this walkway. But I think it's really gonna, you're going to get a lot of reflective light, and the house is really going to be the star of the show, even if you wanted to just do accent lighting to start with. I'm always a fan of that, but path lighting can have its place too. And then the last thing I think would be a good fit is, even though there's no stonework here, I like lighting all around the house, because it just creates a larger viewing area of the house. And what I would do is I'd probably try and, same concept as the front, if there's room behind these shrubs, I would probably try and get a light up right in the middle so it catches this peak, and then I would probably try and put 2 like on the sides here, so it kind of highlights the side of the house. And let me see if I have a good example. Just give me 1 sec of why I like doing that. Is if you look at a house like this one, you see along the side here, there's not much, it's just siding, but it does create a little bit of light along that side. But then what I like is all that light gets to that second story, so it gets to that middle peak window that you have, as well as it's going to hit up here, and it kind of makes this whole area glow and really stand out. So that's why I like using those accent lights on that side. So in summary, you're pretty much looking at 3 accent lights on this side, 2 over on this side, 2 back here, and 1 here, and 1 more here, and then the 3 up front here, with the one of them being that higher intensity one. So let me just count that up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1 more higher intensity one up here is 12, and then 13, 14. So really 14 accent lights. What you could do is we could put a kit together that's going to actually save you some money, because it's always cheaper to buy a kit than it is to kind of piece these together individually. And I can put this together for you too if it's something that you're interested in, but I would probably look at a kit like this guy. Or say view all our kits. Like this guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 12 accent lights like I talked about. So you could add that to your cart. It's going to be less expensive by doing that, because it kind of comes as a complete bundle. And then all you have to do is add 2 more of the regular accent lights here that'll easily fit on that transformer that comes with that kit. And then you just upgrade one of them to a 35 watt equivalent for that middle peak, and you're all set. And that's going to be actually a really good bang for your buck. But again, I can customize that for you too if it makes it easier, and just send you a link. But if you have any other questions, let me know. I like that as a design, but if there's anything else you want to add, just let me know. All right, thanks, Gregory. Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor here. We're going to show you guys how to light up your landscape with the FX Luminaire RS Uplight. This is a super durable, really high quality LED light that's great in your landscape if you need to, say you need to highlight some beautiful trees that you have on your property. If you have some nice stone architectural features around your home, this is a great light to use. You can change the intensity of the bulb just by using a different lamp. So if you have a small tree that's only maybe 10 to 15 feet high, you can use the standard 4 watt LED lamp in here. If you're using trees that are maybe 15 to 20 feet high, you can increase that to the 5-watt LED. Or if you've got some giant oak trees or some really big trees on your property where you need to push that light at 25 feet or higher, that's where you get into the 6-watt LED lamps to really push that light out and make those features really stand out. This light can be used in a lot of different applications. We use it a lot for perimeter lighting. So if you have trees or shrubs or different bushes and stuff around your property and you just want to make your whole property look bigger, it's a great way to go and highlight those around the perimeter just to make that whole yard stand out. So there's so many great uses for this video. If you want to find out more ways that you can use this, go to our website and access our free consultation, where we're going to send you a free consultation with ideas on how you can best light your landscape. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video presentation with some great tips and tools on how to go and properly and effectively light up your landscape. And be sure, if you want your own free consultation video, just send me an email at cal@lightingdoctor.ca with a few pictures of your property, and we'll get back to you with some really cool ideas and ways to go and effectively light your property. And be sure to watch the videos after this one for more tips on how to install landscape lighting, as well as how to light up your landscape the best way possible.